Guys, it's Sweet Tooth again. It's 6:30 on a Sunday night. The weather's starting to cool down because we've had the weather's been really hot in Britain. I wouldn't say it was like Barbados. I'd say it was more like the Sahara. It's definitely getting too warm in this country. Anyway, I've done a video about that. If you want to check out my other videos. No, today we're talking about tired of messing up. That's the video it's all about. Tired of messing up. And basically that you're not alone. So are you tired of messing up? Are you? So I'm going to just do a video of this. I wrote a few thoughts down about this. So here we go. Basically, when you mess up or when you think you're messing up, there's that feeling of feeling guilty and coming to terms with your anger and anxiety. Because when you mess up or you're trying to control your shit or get your shit together, which is what I do, I get more and more worked up, and that's because you're not relaxing. There was an old video, I don't know what a video was. It was a TV advert for joining the army, and the guy used to come out of the armoured personnel carrier. The first time he was trying to do it, he fell over, dropped his gun. I'm all over. Second, third time, he did it spot on. That's just one thing about what happens when you're under pressure. You generally mess up more because you're not relaxed. I mean, it's coming to terms with frustration, but there's another thing as well that when you get like this, you want to scream from the rooftops, don't you? I mean, that's what you really want to do. You really want to scream it from the rooftops, and I mean, like I say. I mean, I try to say this to people. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to mess up. It's all part of being human. I know you can look back and say, yeah, you can be hard on yourself and you can be too judgmental, but society's already very judgmental on you. If you have a bit of a meltdown, yeah, everyone's staring at you, and you think, well, they don't understand what it's like to walk in your shoes and to deal with your everyday problems and frustrations. You could have been divorced, you could have lost somebody, you could have lost your job, and then you have a bit of a breakdown and you think that you messed up, but you're not. You're being human, aren't you? It's society that's being intolerant, not yourself. And it's the pressure of getting it right every day, isn't it? And the pressure of not messing up. And people say, well, try and relax, but it's very hard to relax when your shit's falling apart and you're trying to keep your shit together, isn't it? That's so true. I mean, like I say, people looking at you like you're an alien, and this is what happens, and make stupid comments that send you into a rage. So, rather than giving you constructive comments and having some empathy for your situation, um, and sympathy, that's the key, isn't it? It's that being in some. I always say when someone loses it, it's too easy to say, well, what's his problem? But let's call the police. Let's call he's a madman in town. Do you ever remember that song by the Pet Shop Boys, um, West End Girls, where he said about he lost it. He was kicking in tables. There's a madman kicking in doors, kicking in tables. There's a madman around. Well, it's easy to mess up in this life. It's too easy than to do everything right. And then when you do something wrong, it could be DIY, it could be anything, and then you get hard on yourself, and then you become very much sort of you become destructive, because society has this image, doesn't it, where they puts pressure on people to do things right, and I think that's half the battle. I was watching a TV. It was a film, and that's why I got onto this subject. And there was a film. It's called. I can't think. Wait a minute. It's called Carjack. It's a good film about a single lady and a single mother with a child, and she's at a therapy session, and she said she was asleep, and the son went out for an ice cream. He tried to wake her mother up, and he went out for an ice cream, and nearly got knocked down by the ice cream van. And she had a bad husband who was in the military, and she felt it was all her fault, and her friends started shouting at her saying, "You're too nice, you're too nice." You know what I mean? The guy was a jerk, still got his ring on his finger. I mean, you know, but different people do different things, don't they? You know, I'm too nice sometimes, and other times I can be a jerk myself. I mean, we're all the same. Not one of us are perfect. I try to look at my life and from somebody else's shoes, but none of us are perfect, and we all mess up, and that's just how the world is. And sometimes you see people, it's like when you see someone doing DIY, right, and he's really good at it, and you can hardly hit the hammer in, and you do it and you mess up, you know. But horses for courses. I think messing up is part of being a human being, isn't it? And but as I say, the destructive part of it is something that, you know, you have to try and not do. Because if we weren't human, if we didn't mess up, then the world would be perfect, and that would be a totally boring place. So I thought I'd do a comment about that. Really, that was it. It's coming to terms with the anger and frustration. I think definitely is a good point that 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 you have to think about. And just because you've done something wrong, the last thing that you need in this world is when you mess up, for other people to remind you of your errors, and to bring, like, my father used to do this to me. Oh, when you were, and my mother, when you were 10 years, you used to scream and get into fits when you were young, or you messed up when you were a year ago, or say you were doing, I don't know, you messed up at a job interview. Oh well, it's just like you, and they won't let you forget it, will you? Will the most people? And those are the people you don't need in your life. You need people around you. It doesn't matter how much you mess up, doesn't matter how or what you do, they're still going to support you, and that's what you need. Because we're not all robots, are we? You know what I mean? So anyway, I thought I'd bring that one up, guys. Remember, don't be hard on yourself. Please leave any comments in the comments box, and I'll be doing another video very shortly. And I could leave you with a video of that nice rose bush. Did you get any other videos of sparrows? There's about 7 of them up there. It's funny, you know, that where that sparrow used to be, the starlings were nesting up there. Now the sparrows have took over. It's like everything, isn't it? Go to a city centre, it's full of foreigners where they used to be white. How things change. Right, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later.